Ever considered how much time you spend in the past? Not physically, of course, but in your head, replaying old stories, reliving old pain, going over the what-ifs or the could-have-beens and all the little moments that left a mark on us. It's the ego that clings to all of that. Even if the moment has passed, the mind keeps it alive. And yes, some of those experiences were traumatic, confusing, heartbreaking. And some, maybe they just felt big at the time, depending on where we were emotionally. But here's the truth. We live in a universe of energy, frequency and vibration. And everything is always moving, including us. And the version of you that went through all that version of you no longer exists. The story is still in your memory, but the person has evolved, even if it doesn't feel like it. We only ever have now, this very present moment. And from this place, we get to choose who we want to be. We get to respond instead of react, to create, not repeat. And with every conscious choice we make in the present, we literally shift ourselves into a new timeline, a new potential future. Every thought, emotion, and action has a frequency, and that frequency determines what we align with next. The past may have shaped us, but it's not the whole story. It's not set in stone. If we can see the ego's patterns clearly, its attachment to the past and rumination and fear, and then we can interrupt the loop. We can reset. And yes, the mind will keep looping unless we bring awareness to it. The ego wants to protect you, but it does so by keeping you in familiar suffering. And that's not protection, that's a prison. Living in the now, really being here, is a conscious decision. And while it's important to honour our past and learn from it, we move forward so much more quickly with a clean slate. Emotionally, mentally, and even energetically, that's how we can move forward in so many ways. And when we let go of the baggage, we free up space for inspiration, new connections, deeper clarity and joy, because carrying around old weight slows us down even when we don't realise it. Sometimes it's hard to see the pattern on our own. Perhaps you need someone to reflect it back to you, to help you see what's true for you and what you're ready to change. But ultimately, you're the one that fixes yourself. You've got the power to do that. Or maybe it's time to experiment and try therapies or methods like breathwork, CBT, or explore something like Neuroplastic Mental Acceleration to clear that space in the mind, detach the emotion and start using the experience as a form of power to help others. Because you're not alone in this. We're all on a path, just at different points on that path. And you're always going to be ahead of somebody else. That doesn't make you better, but that person might need what you've already learned. That's who could help you. I've caught myself many times going into old stories. I felt the emotional charge rising, so I paused. I came back to breath, back to the right by now, back to the now by zooming in on what's in the now around me, the visuals, the sounds, feeling, what I can touch. Because it's here, in this moment, that we connect to our intuition and the ego loses its power. That deeper voice that isn't caught in the past or worried about the future. It speaks from the truth of who we are, who we truly are. So ask yourself, is it time to let go of the emotions attached to the past? What if you could thank that version of you and then release it? There's such a beautiful freedom that comes from being able to do that. We stop surviving the past and we start living. So let's stop letting the mind drag us backwards. Let's choose now. Let's choose flow. Let's give ourselves the gift of a clean slate and the chance to shift our future. If this video was of interest to you or it helped you in some way, please do subscribe below. And if you want to work with me, do get in touch through my Linktree link. See you in another video.